Have you ever felt like everything in your life is just falling apart, like you're alone and no one is there to help you? That's when we need to remember that God is always working behind the scenes. It's not always easy to see what God is doing in our lives, especially when we're going through difficult times. We may feel like we're walking in the dark, trying to find our way without any guidance. But the truth is that God is always there, even when we can't see Him. He's working behind the scenes, protecting us, blessing us, and providing for us. Even in our darkest moments, God is with us. We just need to have faith and trust in Him. When we're feeling lost and alone, we need to turn to God and seek His guidance. Think about your life right now. Are you surrounded by family and friends who love you? Are you able to put food on the table and a roof over your head? These are all blessings that God has given us. Sometimes we forget to be grateful for the things we have. We take our blessings for granted and focus on the things that we don't have. But when we stop and think about all the good things in our lives, we realize just how much God has blessed us. Sometimes we may think that we're the ones responsible for our success. But it's important to remember that God is the one who provides us with opportunities. It's easy to get caught up in our own achievements and forget that everything we have is because of God's grace. He's the one who gives us the strength to achieve our goals, and He's the one who opens doors for us. When we recognize that everything we have is a gift from God, we become more grateful and humble. When we pray and seek God's guidance, He will show us the path that we need to take. Prayer is a powerful tool that we often forget to use. When we pray, we're communicating with God and asking for His guidance. And when we listen, we'll hear His voice telling us what we need to do. Prayer helps us to align our will with God's will, and it helps us to make decisions that are in line with His plan for our lives. Sometimes God will close doors that we think we need to go through, but it's only because He has something better in store for us. When we face rejection or failure, it's easy to feel discouraged and lose hope. But we need to remember that God always has a plan for us, even when things don't go the way we want them to. Sometimes when God closes one door, He opens another one that's even better for us. And sometimes God's timing may not be what we want it to be, but we need to trust that He knows what's best for us. We live in a world where everything is fast-paced, and we want things to happen quickly. But God's timing is not always the same as ours. Sometimes we need to be patient and trust that He knows what's best for us. When we wait on God, we'll see that His timing is perfect and everything happens for a reason. And when we see the miracles that God performs in our lives, we'll realize just how powerful His love is. God's love is unconditional, and He wants nothing but the best for us. When we put our trust in Him and allow Him to work in our lives, we'll see the miracles that He can perform. We'll see His love in the faces of our children, the success of our careers, and the blessings that He provides us with every day. So the next time you feel like everything in your life is falling apart, remember that God is always working behind the scenes. Have faith in Him, trust His plan, and allow Him to guide you on your journey. Remember to be grateful for the blessings that He's given you and to pray for His guidance. And when you see the miracles that He performs in your life, you'll know that His love is with you always. May God's blessings be with you today and always.